Welcome, Speed Gaming fans, to the Speed Gaming Live 2022 Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament. This is going to be the losers round 4 of the gold bracket between LynxX Unlimited and Glove. This is going to be an exciting match. Joined with me on comms today. Unfortunately, Hockey could not make it, so I have my good friend over here. Also, another very strong Any Percent runner, Emmett. Emmett, how you doing today?
Doing well. Yeah, y'all are stuck with me for this race. No legendary Hockey here, but I'll do my best.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we're off.
So, Emmett, how
so
are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I was thinking about this. Glove, obviously a bit of a Titan Slayer right now, like making a huge run through the bracket. But there is a pretty big discrepancy between their times. So I'm thinking, you know, what is Glove's play here, and how differently is Lynx gonna play considering the time difference? That's what's on my mind for this race.
Yes. So I actually do believe this is a stage where Lynx historically has typically run just PRKD, may grab additional E-Tank or whatnot, but I do believe this might be an instance where Lynx is likely going to actually follow Glove's route. Glove is actually, she's a PKRD main.
Right.
So she actually mains that route. Recently got a personal best of a 45-24.
Yo, congrats to Glove. Let's go.
Yeah. And I mean, the consistency that she's been able to do for this entire run is kind of why she's made it to this far in the bracket. I mean, Phantoon first route, Super Metroid in general, scary game. You know, opponents will die, and if you can survive, exactly, if you can survive, I mean, that's a lot to say. So Lynx, I think, kind of understanding this is going to be getting a little bit of steam there. 45 and a 44 for Lynx and Glove. But yeah, I think Lynx is probably going to match Glove's route here and go Kraid second. I believe that's something that Lynx has been practicing recently.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. We're not going to see any sort of discrepancies between the two players. We're going to see them pretty much lined up the whole way through, maybe.
That's pretty cool. I honestly prefer that, you know, when the routes are kind of exactly the same, so you can kind of see how the head-to-head goes. And I do think Lynx doing PKRD is the smartest option. I think in his position, if I could dream to be his caliber of player, then yes, then I think I would do that for this race as well, because PKRD is just going to make it so much more safe. Honestly, I'd do PKRD and grab additional tanks. I'd be out here maybe 4 or 5 tanking, to be honest. Just
grabbing everything.
And the thing is, I mean, even though Glove is an amazing player, like obviously she's taking down some serious players, and she's far in the bracket now, owning hard. But the reality is, you know, we got like a 4-minute time difference here. So like Lynx, he has time to work with, and he should take the safeties, is how I feel.
But don't speak too soon. Glove currently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I mean, I'm kind of wanting to see some spiciness happen, so I'm ready.
But yeah,
there's been plenty of spice in this tournament, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Lynx currently ranked, I believe, top 9 in the world with a 41-48, I believe, if I see correctly. I don't think everything's currently updated. But yeah, 41-48.
Bracket open right now. I also see it at. Well, actually, he doesn't. The deer chair's not updated, huh?
Yeah. Everyone I think he's still getting a 41. When people are being lazy about updating.
Every other 5 seconds. Yeah. Speaking of which, I mean, not to take away from the race, but our boy Eddie in call here was just casually on an insane 41 pace today, making me massively delay my chores. But yeah. Everyone's cranking into the 41 territory. It's dope. It's great to see.
Super Metroid 90% is definitely just completely popping off. I mean, we got so many people just getting such good times. I remember hearing just like 41s were unheard of back in the day, and now it just seems like everyone's getting them. So yeah, all right, nice little pit room for both these players, employing the same strategy. No pit boost here. And I think
pretty well synced at the moment. Actually, Glove is the tiniest lead right now, it looks like. Climb changes a lot of things. This can go from a, you know, sub 12 climb to like a 19-second climb. So Looks like they both get out of there decently.
All right, so yeah, both of these runners, slightly different strategies in climb. Going for the Glove going for the wall jump climb, and Lynx going for the ledge grab climb. But both players with pretty darn good times here. Looks like these bombs times is going to be something like a 445, 446.
Yeah, and that's solid. I'm happy to get those.
Yeah, I mean, in a race setting where you're not just resetting, 446 for both players, that's good.
For sure.
I mean, it's like we reset to get the 443s and the 442s. When we're talking about a no reset situation, you're happy if you get a sub 5.
Yeah, for real. I mean, and like you say, like racing is so much different. Like, no matter how strong a runner you are, like you might, have completely different nerves while racing, and having that reality that you can't reset can really mess with you. I think, for instance, I will be an abysmal racer, so I don't know about you, Eddie, but like just not having the experience, like I think it can really mess with you. And I think Lynx is well experienced, so we'll see. And Glove like clearly has been doing something, because she's like taking down Titans. So
yeah,
pretty
Glove I think routes kind of her entire route. PKRD is kind of pretty well routed to just like, as we've said before,
races,
playing giants as well, right? I mean, like, you survive, but also Glove does come from a rando background, so she does have a lot of experience just racing in general. And of course, this is a tough match once again, because Lynx also has a lot of racing experience, but, in the end of it, even if you do have that experience, if the nerves get to you, they get to you, and that could potentially result in big mistakes. And in this kind of route, you make a big mistake, it's over.
One hole I think you can get stuck in too is, I haven't really seen it this race, but I've seen good players like in a race miss moat, and I think if you miss moat and then you kind of flub it again, some people will panic. I've seen the panic set in, and suddenly, like, oh, speaking of which, Lynx kind of taking a dip right there, exploring new routes. Oh, Lynx is actually really suffering here.
Oh no,
this is exactly what we're talking about. This is like, I think this is a slight panic situation. Like, and he's just resetting the whole room.
He's resetting the room.
I'm not even gonna deal with messing around with that. I'm just gonna reset the room.
Yeah. So that's
actually crazy.
Glove has some special abilities, because it seems like all of these like really, really strong runners tend to get nervous, I guess, racing Glove. That's what it seems to happen. But that's a very uncharacteristic mistake for Lynx.
It is, and
being the runner-up last year.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I think that is part of the slight panic in a race. You can't reset, and when he missed that mock ball, went to do it again. It's crazy to me he reset the room, but that to me is definitely race nerves.
Yeah, I would completely agree, because, I mean, that sort of backup, I mean, if that happens to you very often, someone might just reset. But, like, Lynx is the kind of person that when he goes for that backup, I expect him to nail it. I don't even expect him to ever make that mistake. But that's an adaptation.
Not getting the missiles.
Yeah, not having
that's crazy he didn't get them. I would not have remembered that. That's actually, like, next level.
Yeah, it's hard to not let your muscle memory just do that.
Right. I guess if he was really confident, I still maybe would have grabbed them. But honestly, at this point, you can no longer underestimate Glove, and Glove is playing pretty darn good right now, just clean and cruising.
Yeah. I mean, like you said before, they do have a pretty stark difference in their PBs, but it's not like Lynx can just like sit around and make mistakes like that, because that is a huge time loss. That's like a definitely reset time loss if Lynx is going for some sort of PB. So, but it's a race setting. You can't reset. You just have to keep going.
Yeah, you have to. No choice. Oof, dude, Lynx is playing a little shaky. I hope that it doesn't continue. But I mean, it wasn't that bad. But that little morph at the top of Red Tower, like, that's some slight shakiness. So we'll see. We'll have to see how that pans out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Glove is cruising, getting the D boost, just having a clean run to Fantoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's just important to know that Lynx is a player that's actually known for his consistency.
Yeah,
it's not like there are some players that are very strong, but may not necessarily be known as like the consistent player. Lynx is one of those players that's known for just like always having PB paces, like every other run, -5. You see the green, but yeah, I mean, here comes the moat. What do you have to say about the moat?
Here comes the moat. You know, moat. Everyone fears the moat, and like, and if you are struggling with the moat, then you have to grind the moat, and the moat can go so many ways. And I think the panic could happen here too. If one of them falls in, you could see a lot more tumbles, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, Glove is actually like cannot be rattled. So now we have Lynx here with the CWJ attempt. Nice little second save if he hits this. Okay, I was actually getting pretty nervous, to be honest. I was like, oh no. Nice CWJ though, that's pretty huge. Lynx really needed that too. If he'd fallen moat too, it would have been a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Lynx did have to play from behind in the decalled match, having fallen in the moat. So he has definitely kind of been in that situation before. But yeah, Glove, you know, once again, kind of models her game around being like consistent. So she actually forgoes the CWJ attempt and just mains HBJ.
Right. That's kind of a shout out to Charles for a little bit. I know Charles did that for a long time.
Yep. Now,
does Glove get nervous? Like, what's going on? Because I just realized I commentated Glove's other match, and I remember her playing really good. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
I think she gets nervous, but we got to point out she only has 112 health. That means she will get killed in 3 hits.
Right.
Now,
sometimes with that, if you get that fast pattern, you're pretty much guaranteed to take a hit, and it can get kind of dicey. But
yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fast for Lynx.
Oh, there it is. We're basically even now.
Oh yeah, just like that. Glove with the mid, Lynx with the fast. Fast for Lynx.
Fast for Lynx. Ooh.
Mid for Glove. Now can Glove secure this 2-round?
Oh, okay.
Doesn't quite get the 2-round.
Fantoon.
Fast. Wow.
The tides change with Fantoon. Moat and Fantoon are just gigantic parts of the game that completely changes the tide, and just like that, Lynx is ahead.
Yeah, but you know, no huge punish in the end. Glove getting a mid versus Lynx's fast, and yeah, I mean, just like that, that's Fantoon for you. That's kind of the big reset point of the game. That's a good reason why, because Lynx suddenly in a pretty good pace after the mistakes in the early game.
I wonder if there was something Glove could have done to maybe mitigate the second 2 rounds of Fantoon. To only have to deal with 1 RNG. I think there's something you could do. What do you think, Eddie?
Potentially. I mean, you could maybe say that maybe 2 rounds is too many, and you could
2 rounds too many. I think you don't really want to see what the other patterns are. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. So we got the attic coming up for Lynx, and we got the attic coming for Glove. But let's see. Lynx will go for the 2-for-1 strat here, whereas Glove, I think, goes for the more just kind of the simpler mock ball to the very right strat. It's a lot easier.
Pretty solid from Lynx just now. That was really good.
Yep, Lynx got the 2-for-1, so save the super there.
You have to go pretty fast for that strat in attic, the 2-for-1.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Using some supers in attic and going for the drops. It's interesting.
Yeah, so assuming both of these players do go for Kraid second, interestingly enough, you typically use those missiles on the atomic to conserve your super missiles. Right. But Kraid second, you can kind of just unload. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see right here. Gotta get through this bowling. Lynx could accidentally take another hit there. He'll be fine. Yeah, we have Glove flying through the little farm room. Just going
There's always like, you know, I think in a race setting, I'd be a little scared here. Like, there's some weird stuff that can happen. You can like kind of KO instead of D-boost on the spikes. You can get stuck and you go to jump, but you jump too late, so you take another hit. There's just a lot of little things that can go wrong on bowling alley, and then suddenly you're just dead. So I'm glad that didn't happen.
You can just straight up die in this room. And we haven't seen it much in this tournament, luckily, but it does happen.
I'm glad that, you know, like I said, the tournament races have actually been really good. There's only been a few like tragedies, but there really hasn't been many. And like bowling alleys was definitely would be quite devastating. So glad we're not seeing that.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I know Lynx has been kind of toying with the PKRD route. Not 100% sure if he's going to do it, but I do suspect there's a high chance for this match that he's going to kind of match Glove here. Because, I mean, I think basically if you're kind of the favored runner, it just makes sense to match the safeties of the other runner.
Yeah,
because that's kind
sure.
of like a counter potentially. The counter being like if you just ran, you know, the more difficult route, you would potentially die, and that's that's no way to lose. But yeah, Lynx. Oh, you know, Lynx is farming that super.
He did
there.
farm the 2 supers. He might have done it just straight up out of muscle memory. Like,
Yes.
even if he is doing PKRD, he might not, you know, I doubt he really grinded the strats for it. Like, you don't need to know a lot. There's probably some like frame savers you could grind out if you're remaining the route. Like Glove probably knows the real strats, but you don't really need to grind the strats, honestly. Like if you're going there, if you're like, I'm just gonna go PKRD this run, you can kind of do it on the fly. But muscle memory, you know, Lynx is still gonna probably do a lot of his old strats.
You know, I have to point out, Glove also did farm the super. I didn't think that Glove actually typically does that.
You know what? Probably for the triple. Well, you know what? I don't know if that wouldn't really be worth it, huh? But for the triple missile entry.
Yeah, that is something that you can do. I believe Glove does go for that one. Lynx, I should be aware of how to do that as well, but maybe out of muscle memory, might not for something like that. But we're gonna have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm wondering if, like, I guess maybe the time difference would be slightly in favor of farming the Cax. Who knows?
Yep. Now, will Lynx select the supers? There we go.
Yeah.
Lynx selecting the supers right there. There we go. That means he is
here
going to go straight to Kraid. There we go.
Nice. Gets a triple super entrance too. That's cool.
So, you know, Lynx, I know this might be the first time Lynx has basically ever run this route, potentially.
Right.
If that's the case, I'm completely serious. There's a really good chance Lynx might accidentally go back to Kraid again. Yeah, and you know, there's the inexperience showing right there. Lynx kind of not knowing how to kill those pirates right away.
You're just like, wait, what's going on? I think he tried to do a charge shot and like things weren't working. Yeah, he kind of got mixed up just now.
There's one more thing I have to point out.
Oh, power bomb just now? Maybe on purpose?
Yeah, potentially to break the lag from the nails down. Lynx might not get used to this because he doesn't have high jump boots.
No high jump. There's a potential DLC situation.
Okay, looks like he's got it now. I have to point out, Zost played Glove, and Glove is in the loser's bracket because of the world record holder Zost. And Zost messed up Kraid Quick Kill for that exact reason, because he didn't have high jump boots and he got thrown off.
Oh, he did PK. Oh no, that's unfortunate. A little bit of an unfortunate timing. I think slightly too early there on the super. Yeah. So we're gonna get the stand up. And for those who don't know or don't see it that often, luckily that was a pretty quick backup.
Yeah.
But Kraid, when Kraid stands up, you have to wait for Kraid to open his mouth. And on the first mouth open, it's actually RNG, and it's just completely random. You just have to wait. After he opens his mouth once after standing, you can fire any type of shot at him, which forces him to open his mouth. But in this scenario, you have to wait for the first mouth open. Luckily, it didn't take forever, but sometimes it can, which is brutal. And Lynx grabbing that extra tank too.
Yep, this is kind of the main huge thing about being able to run the Kraid second. The first being, you know, you get the various suit, so if you have to attempt that gravity jump and you mess it up, you still actually won't take much damage. In PRKD, it's pretty much game over if you miss the gravity jump. But
if you do the grab jump and miss it, it's like completely over.
It's completely over. You have to like leave and farm. We have seen that happen in this tournament before. But this extra E-Tank, going into Lower Norfer with that extra 100 health is so valuable. I mean, everything there hits you so much. You're dying in like 2-3 hits in Lower Norfair. So having this extra 100 health is just like, it makes you feel so much safer.
Yeah, you're super secure. So the next, my question is, from Glove's point of view, Lynx is now building a little bit of a lead. Is Glove just going to play the game exactly how she normally plays and kind of maybe relying on some sort of Torian shenanigans, like giving her the lead in the way end game? Because I don't know if I feel like Glove should skip anything. Like, will Glove skip missiles? Will Glove skip an E-Tank? Is it even worth doing that?
You know, because the thing is, the one thing you would skip is probably the extra set of missiles, but
Right.
it just seems that's just not worth it. It's just like it's just too much of a risk, and it's not like the time save is you're not saving like 20 seconds. If Glove is trying to, you know, hope that Lynx kind of makes a mistake at some point, I feel like the last thing that she would want to do is kind of hope that you know, she somehow gains a lead because of a mistake, and then lose the run outright to Torian.
Right. Right. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I guess the way I look at it, it's like, you know, if I'm Glove and I'm like, well, Lynx is a bit of a monster. You know, I've slain a few Titans, but Lynx has this lead. I would still actually play safe and realize that the way I will win is with some, you know, shenanigans in Torian while I just maintain steady, you know?
I think the other thing is, in the end, you just have to play your game the best that you can. And what Glove wants to do necessarily is just not bleed time, because
Right.
let's say Glove somehow loses just like a random minute somewhere. Then what that means is Lynx can literally just like save. Lynx could grab like 2 more E-tanks if he wanted to. I think as long as Glove can kind of keep the pressure up, and just kind of maintain it, that means that Lynx is going to have to take some risks later on, not have be perfectly safe in Torian or something like that, or later on. So as long as she can kind of maintain that pressure, that's probably the best play here, is my guess.
For sure. That makes sense. Because there is like a, you know, there's a scenario where Lynx misses baby skips and then saves and is fighting Mother Brain and then dies, and now they're even, you know, going in the Mother Brain or something like that. Like,
yeah,
you know, that's a pretty realistic scenario that could happen.
Yeah.
So, and in that sense, and if, like you said, if Glove doesn't keep up the pressure and keep playing well as she has been, like Lynx could save more, he could get more E-tanks where that might not even be close to happening, you know?
Yeah, and it's very important to note that it's not, the Glove is not playing poorly whatsoever. I would say she's playing quite well.
I think she's playing well. Besides the hiccup on grade, like it's been really solid.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I think it's might just be 30-second difference at the moment. It's kind of close to that. So, if Glove can kind of just keep up the play, then yeah, I mean, Lynx is gonna have to sweat a little bit. I'm sure Lynx is feeling kind of comfy, but you know, you just kind of have to make sure that you can kind of maintain that distance, and so you put that pressure on your opponent for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, I think if Glove keeps this distance, you know, a 30-40 second distance, like that's enough pressure for Lynx to where he's like, I can't mess up baby skip, or maybe I can't save before Mother Brain. Like, is there even a point? So yeah, keeping that pressure is super important.
Yep.
And
so
I hope to see Glove keep pushing.
Yeah.
Well, here we go, Eddie. Head into Lower Norfair. I mean, they're safe, like you said. They got the E-tank, they got Varia. Like, they're solid and healthy, but you know, it can still get crazy.
Oh, we've had races.
Wrong, so,
we've had races in the past where the a runner goes crate second. This has happened, and you missed a lava spark, and then the Namihe shoots you back down to your grav jump attempt, and then you have to go back and farm the Magdalite room. This did happen in a race. It ended up being a close race regardless, but yeah, you can't rest easy no matter what here. So here we go, lava spark attempt for Lynx.
Oh, just so crispy from Lynx.
That was pretty close, but yeah,
consistency's coming back. It was a little close, but yeah, nailing that lava spark.
So Glove making her way over to that chronic boost room as well, but Lynx is the first to enter Lower Norfair. Has plenty of health here, 100 extra HP that he would more than he would normally have here. But I mean, you still can't mess up like worst room in the game. We're not a power bombs or something.
Exactly. Get real nasty.
So here we go, Pillar Spark for Lynx. All right, little bottom shelf right there. Conserves a little bit of health. Let's see if Glove can get this lava spark.
Let's go, Glove.
Just ran out of frames there, but it's okay. Back up. We got the backup gravity jump. It's not going to cost much health whatsoever. All right.
Nice. Glove getting up, and Lynx not having too much trouble. Oh, took a little bonk there. I bet he's happy he got that E-tank now.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking a little bonk there at the top, but he made it through, you know, kind of the death zone.
Yep. I mean, we just saw Lynx being a little extra careful there too, because they're in
Yeah.
that fall in the amphitheater. You got to make sure you have the right speed, or you can collide with the stalactite at the top, or you can just end up hitting the pirate at the bottom. So Lynx using a few seconds just to make sure he had the
Right.
perfect lineup there. I think knowing what kind of lead he has is sacrificing a few seconds to make sure that he can just not die basically. Whereas Glove getting that
Sure.
pillar spark and is going to attempt the worst to win the game.
Nice setup. Looks like
Nice.
it's diagonals. I can't. Yeah. Whoa, that
yeah.
big jump.
Oh, same
Okay,
bonk.
that's fine. You know,
Twinsies.
actually, that saves time. You have the health for it. I think
That's
it's a little
true.
quicker to bounce through it.
Yeah, nice deboost from Glove.
Yeah, nice deboost. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, a little dangerous
Oh,
there for
okay.
Glove for a bit. Okay, Glove's fine.
Nice. Good recovery.
And Lynx, oh man, has so much health. Ooh, Glove taking a little dip there in the amphitheater, but she is fine. Lynx
Yeah, Lynx is set. I mean, he's sending 9 kids to college. Like he's 17, 10, 245 HP. Like, he's good.
Yep. All right. So Lynx and Glove, I believe, are both beam fight users for this Ridley fight. Lynx gonna try to do a nice little manipulation here if he gets the opportunity. Let's see if he can get it.
Lynx has his own little. Oh,
okay, not quite. Not getting
so
there.
Lynx. What we're talking about is Lynx has this manipulation where you might not normally see it from other runners, but Lynx tries to keep Ridley in the air for a long time and fires, I don't know how many shots, but it seems like 10 to 15 at least before Lynx starts before Ridley starts pogoing. So he's going for that there, but he didn't quite get it. Still really solid opener though.
Ooh, Glove is also going to come out with great resources.
Yep. Yeah, Glove's about to put down the controller now and just retire with these resources. So they're set.
Maxing out her 401k.
Yeah, that's beyond max.
Oh, Ridley.
Yeah. Ridley's doing a little dance. Pulling a Neo, dodging some missiles.
Yep.
Okay, dodging some more.
Emmett, Glove's health.
What happened actually?
Right
I
now.
blinked and the health disappeared.
Yeah.
I blinked and the college funds went away.
I'm not sure.
It's like real life.
But Glove typically takes this fight a little bit more conservatively.
Okay.
Glove is very good at surviving this fight. But yeah, I mean, Lynx played that fight very, very strongly.
Yeah, that was a really good fight from Lynx.
Yeah, but yeah, Glove I think definitely wants to make sure that she can survive this fight.
She hasn't taken any hits yet, so doing pretty solid.
Yep. So Lynx has to farm a few.
Really?
That's not a good grab.
I think she thought Ridley was going for a swoop there. She seemed pretty unsure, and then Ridley went back for a pogo. Sometimes it can, wind up pretty badly, but recovered pretty well. Only took 1 hit.
Okay, so just want to quickly point out that Lynx did not pick up the Ridley E-Tank, and that's because he is running the Kraid second route. So he does need to find a way to recover his super missiles. And so instead of grabbing the Ridley E-Tank, his safety, he's fine with his health, but his safety is to grab the metal pirates, which will give him the super refill as well as the health refill. So 315 health right now. I mean, that's really good. He's going to deboost off
That
this
is really
pirate.
good.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though, I'm kind of surprised he didn't take the E-Tank. I guess from my perspective, I'm taking that E-Tank every time.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely could, because that would ensure like there's no chance of dying.
I would want a 5-tank Mother Brain just super insurance, but Lynx a baller. He's the better runner, so I need to learn from him.
Yeah. So Glove forgot to unequip the ice beam there, so he's doing that right now.
Ice beam is actually like a tragedy in this room.
Yeah,
if you have it equipped
really
coming back, it can be really brutal.
But yeah, Glove is also going to have to pick up a few more supers, so we'll likely also farm these metal pirates. Potentially just 1 with the 6 supers, but kind of depends on how they're going to approach it. We'll see here.
Right.
It's a good spark.
You can sort of get away with 6 though, right? Like, oh wait, no, you don't farm the Sovas, huh? So maybe not. Okay. That's
Okay. So Glove really wanted to grab that extra one just to be extra safe, but yeah, missed it. So she's just gonna have to go.
Right.
Quick recovery up that wasteland.
Yeah, so what Glove is looking for is 9 supers here at least, I
Oh
think,
my
because then
gosh.
you have 8 for Batoon. Oh my, those hoppers just trolling.
Yep.
They're sort of having their own little party that drives everyone crazy, I'm pretty sure. You
But
just have to
yeah.
sit there fuming while these hoppers are like doing their own thing.
Yeah, just a little bit of
Oh,
unfortunate
where's Lynx
RNG.
going? Okay, so
Okay.
Lynx
Yeah, we had to make
Lynx
sure.
did Lynx, yeah, didn't get baited by his muscle memory, took the right path. Um it's honestly impressive because
I
I
agree.
can't say I would have done the same at all.
I
Probably would
agree.
have you would have seen me at crate again and I would have been confused.
But yeah, Glove trying to get up these fire fleas real quick. And last kind of dangerous part here, the 3 musketeers. Glove's health is looking good, but you know, it's always scary because sometimes you get hit by a musketeer, you get knocked down, and you get hit again. So
Yeah.
it's not just like you take one hit, but sometimes it just kind of compounds into a really bad situation. But
And
here we
it's
go.
exponential the hits here.
Glove's gonna take a hit here. All right, and she's good.
Yep, she's good. So pretty safe from here to get into Meridia.
All right. So Lynx with 2 power bombs. That should be okay, but oh,
Well, Lynx doesn't do the double X factor, right?
Yeah. So he should be okay.
Right. His resources are kind of bare minimum right now.
Yeah, he could consider just farming here. Let's see if he grabs his. Yeah, grabbing that Dragon E-Tank is good because if the fight does go south, 3 tanks is kind of like what you need. You need max health going into it, kind of, you know, minus the full halfy that you approach. But if the fight goes south and you can't finish it in 2 sparks, it gets really
suddenly
bad.
Gloves like knocking on the door, like,
Yeah,
yo, what's up,
exactly.
Lynx? Like, how you doing down there? And he's just sitting there for like 10 minutes, charge shotting, shooting the web, waiting, charge shotting. Like, yeah, it becomes a disaster.
Exactly. So yeah, but Lynx grabbing that extra E-Tank, that's plenty of health for the spark. Lynx came prepared for this fight. Lynx saw what happened to some of these other really strong runners, and he was like, I don't want this to happen to me.
I don't want any of that.
I don't want any of that.
Lynx would have been insane if he didn't take that 4th tank. I actually would have messaged him during the race right now, like Twitch DM'd him. Like, I would have called him on Discord. Like, there would have been problems.
Yeah, here we go. Glove making her way over to the Dragon fight, but we have Lynx getting the spark. That's a good opener.
It looked like a good opener. That's the right shade of red. I have my like color palette right here to the left of my monitor.
Yep. Ooh, this is gonna be a nice 2 round.
Okay, I actually thought he was gonna run out. I thought he was running out. Yeah, I bet he had like 2 frames less on that spark.
Yeah, but I mean, there you go. 41 runner. Oh, getting the spike suit.
Wow, okay, he's kind of like, by the way, guys, I am a 41 runner.
Yeah, by the way, I'm actually extremely good at this game. And don't you forget it.
The super mock ball had us guessing for maybe half a second, but then all those guesses are gone.
Yeah, you know, there's something to be said. Sometimes you make like a big mistake at the start, and sometimes your nerves kind of go away, right? Because you're like, well, I just made a big mistake. You know, I may have embarrassed myself slightly. Let's just play from this point on. Got that out of the system. So, I mean, Lynx just on point at this point on.
Yep, for sure. He's played like super solid since LN. Nice Glove getting the 1 round Batoon. That's really solid.
All right, now Emmett, I have a question. Will Glove get the Yahtzee?
All right, Glove's getting it. I can feel it in my bones.
Yahtzee!
Nice.
Shoutouts to Hockey who couldn't make it here today, but there we go.
Very nice, very nice.
So yeah, Lynx's resources looking kind of illegal, honestly. 224 HP.
I mean, I called the police 5 minutes ago. Like, it's actually crazy. Having 6 supers and being above 200 health, entering G4 and PKRD or PRKD, it's like, that's crazy. It's so good.
Nice full
and really rare.
Glove.
Nice. Glove kills it on some things for sure. Like, just a couple little mishaps in LN, but which kind of widened the gap for Lynx, but you know, still getting the 1 round Batoon, full halfy. Hopefully this Dragon goes well too.
Yeah, I mean it's so important for us to kind of point out that like Glove is playing very well. I mean, there was some mishaps. There was the crate stand-up, but like Glove is playing incredibly well. Lynx is just the 9th fastest any percent player in the entire world.
He's the 9th fastest, and I'll pull up this guy's stream, and I never see him plus or minus more than 10. So like, yeah. He just is, like you said at the start, he's just a beacon of consistency, and like he really is super good. So Glove's having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, Dragon's
beefing, and like you said, you know, when Lynx was approaching, like Dragon can just mess with you.
Oh my gosh!
Someone,
like 500
someone
scoops?
Made that Dragon real angry.
All right. I actually think Lynx might have just done something to Glove's cartridge.
He did something. He definitely did something. I'm gonna need to take a look at that cart. On the inside, it's gonna be engraved. Lynx was here. Good lord, that was brutal. Dragon swooping forever. You do not want that.
Yeah, so bad frame for Glove. So Glove's gonna have to do a series of deboosts to get out of the Coliseum, but Lynx is going to be heading into that G4 section, and honestly, like Lynx has not really made many mistakes this run, aside from the beginning. Even getting that fast too. Let's not forget that Lynx did get the good RNG on Fantoon, fast versus the triple mid.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Glove making it through. Glove once again.
Very nice room, actually. This is a really hard room coming back if you don't have Spike Suit, and Glove actually played that really well. That's like a testament to your fundamentals, that room kind of coming back if you don't have Spike Suit. Super solid.
Yep. All right. So,
okay. Metroid's being a little funky. Actually, real funky.
This is kind of.
Oh
gosh.
Jeez. Okay.
All right.
Careful, Lynx.
That's like the one way where Lynx kind of.
You know, here's the thing. Like, maybe he got a little careless because he had so much HP, but if Lynx went in there with his normal HP, like that would have been huge problems.
Yeah, he might have been dead.
He might have just been dead. Yeah. Well, he's getting hooked up now, so he's good. Carelessness pays off. No. He is hooked up. 9 more kids going to college. Like, we're good.
All right. Lynx being extra careful there, doing the Rinka boost with the missiles. Glove skipping the farm because the Glove's resources is also looking really good.
Yeah, these are solid for Glove.
All right, so here we go. We got the baby skip for Lynx. Lynx is pretty far ahead at this point. I think worst case scenario right now would be getting the baby slowdown. That would be...
Baby slowdown would be pretty gnarly. But in some ways, like if he's saving, it might not be the worst thing ever. But yeah, it's still like... I guess, yeah. I'm trying to think of there's not a lot Lynx could do. If he doesn't save, then it's suddenly like pretty scary. For me personally, I don't know. I don't race, right?
Yeah.
But in my head, like this is a guaranteed save.
I think we have seen Lynx in previous SG lives with this sort of lead has even saved in the LN section when he has a good advantage. But
wow, okay,
not saving.
You know, that frightens me a little bit.
That scares me as well.
Like, because you take an onion. I mean, that onion ring, you could take like 150 damage from it, or maybe even more. You basically get chain hit. There's just freakish things that can happen.
I think Lynx had to save there. I'm actually kind of scared because I don't think Lynx realizes who he's playing right now.
I literally am staring at the Titan Slayer glove bracket right now. It's actually insane.
I know I shouldn't be getting nervous.
Oh no, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous because I thought he was gonna save 100%. I was just trying to be dramatic, and then he didn't save.
I'm actually nervous because he had the time to save. He could have taken the step here. He would have been fine. But Lynx has to make it past this fight.
Oh, first onion. So in this scenario, the onion rings are the most scary. That's what I'm looking for. Like, you can get caught in a bad position if you like hold backwards or forward in some weird way to the onion rings. Onion rings being those blue circles. Yeah, they can chain damage and you can just suddenly die. Like it's just over.
Yep, I mean just 80 HP down the drain. But I mean,
there are mix-ups which are really hard to deal with too, that even the best players get caught in. So But you know, Lynx is tearing it up. He's probably gonna be fine. I would say like it's a low chance, but still, I wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah.
I would not have taken it. He
Yeah.
can safely take a catch up, from what I understand. I don't know. Can it hit you twice?
It can double hit.
It can double hit. I've never been double hit by it, but yeah, it can do that.
Oh my gosh! I'm just, my heart is actually. He's got this completely under control.
Right.
But just okay. He's through this fight.
Okay, now we're kind of good. Now we're good. We're good.
All right.
There's no real disasters that can happen, but yeah, that was honestly a little nerve-wracking. Like I still think he should have saved, but yeah, crazy guy.
Yeah, it's just you know, it's not like your opponent is going to change the way that your game works, but Glove has crushed.
I don't know. I'm looking at the bracket right now. I don't know. Glove has the power.
Glove does have the power. The power glove.
The power.
But Lynx, getting through this Mother Brain 2 fight, that's kind of the last dangerous part of the game, barring some sort of catastrophic, power failure or something like that.
Yeah, like actual IRL interference.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, definitely looking good for Lynx. Glove, honestly, playing a spectacular game. Just Lynx is a little bit too powerful today, but it's not over until the player lands on the ship. So.
Yep, that's true.
And
I think Glove, like in the other races I've seen, like Glove doesn't play too far outside her PB either, like when she does races, which is honestly really impressive.
Yeah, I think honestly, Glove's PB is not a good indicator of her current skill, especially since she's getting PBs every single day.
Right. Every time I hear Glove is just PBing. So
yeah.
I'm super curious and happy to see Glove push it. I want to see like how far they're gonna go.
Yeah, I think her plans with the category are to get a 44, and then take a little bit of a break, and then she wants to come back and push for the 42. That's I believe that's kind of what her.
Any plans to switch to PR, KD, or?
I think that's after she gets the 44. She's gonna change up a bunch of strats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's a good way to approach it as well.
Yeah, that's been my approach. I think throughout my entire career is whenever I hit little milestone, and then I basically go through the entire game and change strats, and then just deal with like. Oh my God, Lynx! Did you really just short charge in that room?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He does that to flex a lot.
I almost swore, and I realized not on my channel. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, I'm about to hit the disqualify button.
I can't do that. That tech drives me crazy. That's insane. I've seen Lynx, Cutie, and Oats do it. It's not something I'm capable of.
All right, so Glove looking like she's got good control over this Mother Brain 2 fight.
Yep. Oh, a little dodge there, little Neo Mother Brain.
I hate it when Mother Brain does that.
It actually infuriates me, and I don't like seeing it.
All right, iframes?
Okay, iframes from the bomb, and didn't take damage from the bomb, so it's also cool.
Yep. Oh, that's a weird pattern. Here comes one more.
Okay.
Lynx about to get out of this whole section.
Pretty nice time entering this ship room too.
Right. There it is. GG for Lynx, finishing with an official race time.gg time of 43 minutes 01 seconds. I think basically from what I saw, his actual timer did say he got a 42. It was like a 42:59.
Yeah. I think it was just I think he barely edged out of 42. Pretty sick.
Going PKRD, grabbing the X3 tank, busting out basically a 42 on a run. Lynx,
pretty nice.
He's pretty good at this game.
All the safeties, and he's still slamming 42s.
He's pretty good at this game. But Lynx, I think, kind of, booked up, got kind of did a little bit of research on this match.
Yeah.
Made sure that he was safe. Aside from the save, he didn't save in the end.
Aside from the save, yeah, that's still a little wild. I mean, yeah, I guess he's just more confident in it than we are. Like to me, I'm too scared of the uncertainty, and like I think every runner should save there, even Zeus. But Lynx is wild, and he showed us not to be afraid.
Yep. But yeah, as Nevi pointed out, yeah, the early supers as well, still getting that 42 basically.
Early super disaster, yeah.
I
I mean, in the scheme of things, he lost what, like 15, 20, well, maybe like 20 seconds there or something. I mean, it's a lot of time, but it still wasn't like that much in this specific race, you know?
But yeah, I mean, hats off to Glove. Gotta say, she did super well in this tournament. Kind of had
a
a
45 situation coming up for Glove, maybe? I don't know how time works.
No, I don't think so. So typically, when I hear the escape noises and the blaring, the audio starts and the text comes up. Assuming you do a very good escape, I add 65 seconds from there, minute and 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of my tech
when the escape starts. Okay.
Yeah. So, we're looking like a probably get a mid 46. I think that sounds about right. We'll see here.
Right. It's not too bad. A minute off PB, basically, in a race setting. So that's actually sick.
Yeah. I mean, in a race setting, a minute off your PB, you can't ask for much more than that, honestly.
Right.
So here we go. We got Glove finishing up this escape sequence real quick. But yeah, Lynx moving on in the bracket, and we got
definitely huge
amazing match. Lynx is going to be moving up to losers round 5 to play Shiny Zenny.
Oh my goodness!
Next round,
that's going to be a hot match.
Yeah. Lynx has got his work cut out for him because, you know, Zenny playing Sloters in the winners bracket previously. Sloters got hit with the 41, one of the first 41 of the tournament in that match. So Lynx, you know, fully capable of getting all the 41s in the races as just as Zenny is, but that's going to be a good one. Very excited to see that.
That'll be an amazing race for sure.
We got Glove.
Zenny is, you know, he's quite the opponent. It's pretty cool how well he's doing considering how little he's really played of PRKD. He hasn't actually done it that long, but of course he's always been super capable.
Yep.
GG's to Glove.
GG's. Glove finishing runner-up with an official racetime.gg time of 46 minutes and 30 seconds. Get your GG's out in chat. Glove's giant slaying is no more.
Handing up the like Titan slaying gloves for a little bit. That was definitely a really sick run from Glove. I mean, that's just an amazing performance for sure.
She has decided that she's slain enough Titans for this tournament.
It was all up to Glove.
Yep. Speaking and joining us. Yep. Today we have Glove in the interview booth. Glove, GG, how you doing?
Thanks. I was pretty happy with my early game, that run, but late game, some things went pretty wrong, unfortunately. It was funny because, you know, I love listening to the comms while I'm running. Yeah, and it's funny being like, right. Oh, you know, does Glove get nervous at all? And I was like, I literally almost had an anxiety attack in Meridia. That's not an exaggeration. Stuff was going so bad.
Oh no.
Like, well, it wasn't that much in Meridia though. It was mostly just Dragon, right? And on the way back, or
well, Everest, I tried to go for the Sparkless Everest twice and missed it both times, and finally just gave up and went for the Shine Spark.
Right.
So that was really upsetting. Like, it's one of those things where you'd almost rather, like, same thing with Kraid, where you'd almost rather like lose 30 seconds to movement to losing 30 seconds to looking really stupid.
I would never worry about. I mean, I know we all do, but don't worry about looking stupid. I say this to every single runner, especially during races, like that you can't reset. You know, if I'm on my stream doing runs and I start looking stupid, I just I just turn it off. I'm just turning my SNES off, you know, and you can't do that in a race. So everyone's gonna have their moments. I mean, not to keep harping on this, Lynx really beefed early supers, and you know, like it was kind of a disaster. And he even reset the room, and I was like, "What's going on?" Like, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But you know, no one's gonna judge him differently because it's a race. You can't reset. You just have to play with the punches.
Yeah.
And same in your scenario, like. you can't. A lot of those mistakes, I'm sure you would have reset, but you just can't in a race. So you'll never look at them doing that. You did amazing, Glove.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah. Dragon I am really pissed about though. I was like, okay, went a bit too early, that's fine. I'll just wait for the next goop pattern.
Oh, the 7 swoops.
Yeah,
45 seconds later.
Yeah.
That was great.
The infinite swoop. We've seen it and it's always horrendous. Like I said, I've never seen that many swoops because my console's getting turned off. Power cable's being ripped out before I see that many swoops. So yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like I'm mostly just caring. Like I care about the run for my own personal performance because I was like, Lynx finished with an official time of 43:01. If I had my sum of best, I wouldn't beat that. So like Lynx is just a god.
Not yet, Glove. Not yet.
Not yet, exactly. In the future, soon enough.
No. By next tournament, it frustrates me a little bit that I got this far on flukes because my opponents died, but next year I'm gonna earn this spot.
Well, you earned it still. Like, even if the other runners die, you didn't die. So
surviving is a thing because if we're being realistic, if you were significantly slower than your current PB and you ran something like HPDR, then you're gonna see the players just they're gonna go like flying somewhere to grab like 3 more E-tanks before Fantoon if they had to, right? So I mean, just with your current ability, that's the pressure that caused those runners to die, right? So I mean, I would say given that, you absolutely did deserve this because Zost might be the only person that's willing to grab a reserve tank, but that's pretty much the only person that might be willing to do that, right? So I think you deserved it. I'm so glad to see you getting this far into the tournament, and you're securing a nice little bag too, just over $200, I believe, in the prize pool.
Oh, nice! That's what's up. That's awesome.
Yeah, really happy about that part. That's gonna offset a lot of the costs of going to SGL in person this year.
Oh, there we go.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, so definitely excited to see you tear it up. Are you going to play in the SMZ3 one as well, Glove?
Yeah, I think I'm like second to last in the qualifiers right now. I don't know how to play Link to the Past.
It's okay, we're going to have to go through a training regimen.
Oh, yeah. I'll do a training arc. The Super Metroid randomizer I'm excited for in person, though.
Okay.
But
yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, definitely going to be cool. Thanks so much, Eddie, again for putting on this tournament. Last year I didn't join because I had a 49, so I've improved by like 4 minutes since then. Good. So definitely really happy that I joined this time. I've been super happy for all the matches I've gotten to play and commentate, and I just love tournaments, honestly. Like, I think this game was made to be raced. So, thanks for everyone who puts on races. Thanks to both of you for coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Glove.
GG's.
Right. Emmett, any final things that you want to say before I close this?
I'm out of here, bro.
Emmett, thanks for joining me.
Just Eddie, you're a champ, man. You're sick for doing this, and Glove, GG's, and I'm just happy to watch these dope races and have the opportunity to commentate. But yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks, Eddie. GG's, Glove. Peace out, guys.
All right. Peace out. So once again, Emmett, thanks for Emmett to joining me. Hockey unfortunately was not able to make it, so kind of subbed him in the last minute to join us here. But everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this match between Lynx and Glove. Definitely an exciting one. Lynx will now be moving on to play Shiny Zenny in Losers Round 5. We got some really, really, really exciting matches coming up. The winner of that match will be playing Oats and Goats in Losers Round 6. The tournament's getting really close to the end, and these are some of the craziest matches going on. And I'm just super excited. I hope everyone can tune in to see the remainder of the tournament. We got so much Super Metro content left till the end of this week. But once again, my name is Eddie. Emmett has joined me on the comms. Thank you to Lynx and Glove for this race. And we will See you next mission.